Hey, what's going on, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy, and today I'm going to be doing a pretty different video. I asked on Twitter if this was something that you guys would be, like, interested in, and I figured that there were some people who are just going to, like, not watch this video, which is why I uploaded another video today, just in case some people... I didn't really want this video to count as, like, my video for the week, because it's not, like, educational or anything. It's just, like, you know, these are things I want. Okay, I feel like there's some people who are really just gonna get their panties in a twist over this video, and it's kind of laughable because we live in an age where you can just click out of things that you don't want to see. It's groundbreaking, right? You know the scene in Devil Wears Prada where Meryl Streep's character is just like, florals for spring? Groundbreaking. Yeah, that's how I feel. So basically, this is just all in good fun. Everyone has cards on their wish list. This is not meant to be like, I'm a princess and I want these cards. I mean, yes, I'm a princess and I do want these cards, but this is not meant to be like, buy me magic cards, or however people are gonna interpret this video. Just a little bit ridiculous, you know? This is meant for fun. A couple of disclaimers, I would say. The first thing is, this is not every single magic card I ever want in existence, because that would be ridiculous. We would be here all day. These are just kind of like more expensive cards, or just cards I've wanted for a really long time, and each card kind of has their own story that'll kind of go as we go on. And the other disclaimer that I wanted to say is I'm going to have cards on the screen so that you can get a better visual. However, for some of them, it's like, some of them it's just like, I just like want a straight pack foil, and that's kind of like harder to show because sometimes like the picture on the screen, like I'll show like the regular one, but I'll say like I want this in foil, or like this is a specific art I want. So like some of these won't all be updated because sometimes when I like look up cards to like type and like put on here, it like gives me like weird angles. It's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like if I type it in, like sometimes the image just isn't that good, so like I won't put it up there. So sometimes the image is like a little bit different, but I'll like clearly state like which one, and you can like look them up on your own too if you like want to know. So I have a list on here, and like I said, this is not everything. This is a list that I made of just like cards that I want, but a lot of these are like promos and foil cards that are really expensive that I'm not gonna buy myself anytime soon. But I also have this ongoing list, and I always have one of these on me that I fold up and I put in one of my deck boxes, and this is basically just cards that I want, where if I'm like trading for cards or something like that, these are cards that like I know I want. These are like a little more like on the inexpensive side. It's kind of like hard to explain how I do this, but it's just kind of like, I don't know how to really explain it. These are cards that are like dream cards, a lot of these that I'm not going to. These are more like realistic cards, if that makes sense. I don't know, this is my organization, I don't know if it makes sense, but let's get into it. So I have my various EDH decks, and I kind of wanted to do before that just kind of like general cards that I like would like to have. And first is kind of like fetch lands, and I kind of was like thinking about like if I had like ideal world, this is like magical Christmas land, right, where like everything is great, you get every card you want in existence, through to the degree of like foiling from a specific set kind of thing. And I haven't fully figured out how, like what would be my ideal thing for fetch lands. The image that I put on the screen is the promo expedition, whatever these are called, I don't even know, but like expedition ones. The Polluted Delta, in my opinion, is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my existence, but I have mixed feelings. On some of them I don't love them as much. This one in particular I love. I want this one, but I think for the rest I'd probably just like, I don't know, just like foils, I guess. I don't know. That I guess would be like my ideal, but kind of same thing with Shocklands. I don't really feel like I have particular preferences. Like some of these I'm very specific on, but like Shocklands, I'm like, I don't know, some of the expeditions I like, but then others I just don't. So I'm like, weird, is it like weird if I go some and some not? I don't know. That's just, I haven't fully like decided there, but obviously I do want fetches and shocks for like all of my decks, and that's just something that I really want. Okay, so then for pretty much all of my decks that run white, I run Path to Exile, and the one art that I love is the Rebecca Guai. It's the something promo. I don't know which promo this is, but I really, really love this promo. This is my favorite art of this card, and Rebecca Guai is one of my favorite artists. She's like top 3. Like, I love her art so much, so I definitely really want this. I mean, I have other pads for now, and that's fine, but like, again, this is like magical Christmas land. All of my pads would look like this. Okay, so then we go to Eternal Witness, and guys, I really thought long and hard about, and I looked up like every art possibility because there's a couple, and my favorite art, and I feel like some of you are going to be like shocked when I say this, is just the regular Teresa Nielsen art, just foil. That's it. I think the box topper is nice, and I really like Chris Rand art a lot, and he does the one that's the box topper. Not a huge fan. Like, I thought I liked it, and then I looked at it, and I was like, I don't. And then the other one, it's the FNM promo, which is Teresa Nielsen. Again, I don't like that art as much. I really like this art the best, so I just like foils. I run Eternal Witness and all, any deck that runs green, so I'm gonna need like a million of these, and this card is a really expensive foil, but I want it. Okay, then we have Cyclonic Rift, and I need Cyclonic Rift for, honestly, just all of my decks. I have one Cyclonic Rift. The card is expensive. It's not something I want to like dish out money for, but I need multiples because every deck that runs blue, like, I need to run this card, but I only own one. It's kind of sad. I really just need more. I've been on my wish list for a while to acquire more. I just hasn't gotten there. Okay. Then we get into a card that I have wanted this card for so long. I think this is one of like the longest wanting cards that I've ever could say on this list, and that is Ugin. I want Ugin for probably all of my decks, but if I get one, where it would find a home is probably Tasigur, because I can recur it, and that seems really good. That seems pretty stupid, actually, with how much graveyard recursion I have in that deck, so it's pretty busted in Tasigur. I would just, like, again, this is a card, like, I'm gonna need, like, 10 copies of Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Like, that would be great. How I feel in terms of art, I don't know. I'd really like to know what you guys think about the, there's like that exclusive Ugin art or whatever. I like it, but I think I like the regular art the best, and, you know, yeah. Okay, the last one, this is just, you know, funny. I'm not the person, I have to say, who wants Magic cards just because they're pretty. Like, I buy cards, put them in decks. However, I'm making an exception for the Bitter Blossom box topper. In my opinion, this is the prettiest box topper of a card that I would want. I don't know what I would do if I got this card. I don't know where it would go. And honestly, I don't care. I just want this card. It is pretty. The art is just incredible. Like, I'm floored by this art. It is so exquisite. I've never seen anything that I've wanted, like, art-wise before in my existence, other than this one. It's so freaking pretty. Okay. Okay. We are now moving on. Those are just general cards. Now we have, like, specific decks. So, okay, we're gonna start from, well, I don't know. Okay, we'll start here. So, the only card, so I did my EDH updates that you'll see on the same day of this video, depending on which one you watch first, but I mentioned how my equipment deck is going under some renovations. One card that I want is the Stoneforge Mystic promo. I think it's the, sometimes I wrote on here, yeah. It's the Judge promo foil. I really, really love this card. This is a card, again, I've wanted for a really long time. Like, ever since I built equipment, I was like, I really need a Stoneforge Mystic, and I want this art. It's really pretty. Once that deck goes under renovations, and once I dish out money, this is a card I plan to purchase. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, Merfolk. Now, I just built Merfolk a little bit ago, so there's not, like, that many cards that I know of that I want yet. But the first is Doubling Season. I really like the new art, the Battle Bond art. I think it's really pretty. Also, if I don't say, I want everything in foil. I don't know if I specified that earlier. Just, if I don't mention I want anything, it's going to be in foil. Most of these are like promos, so they either come full art or foil, but I want everything in foil. So that would be like ideal, but I really do like the Battle Bond art. I think that's probably my favorite. I already have one Doubling Season, so I definitely need another one for this deck. And the other one, this is a really inexpensive card, but I really love it. The Silver Gill, Adept, I forgot the rest of the name. The Open House promo is so pretty. I really want to get the card. I already have one. It's in the newer art, but I really like the foil, or the promo, like the whole full-size card. I think it's really pretty. And that card's not expensive. I'll pick that up at some point. It's really pretty. Okay, now moving on to Rune. So I have a Supreme Verdict, but I really like the Buy a Box promo art. It's just a little bit more expensive. I think it's cool. I just really like this art. I don't have like any other decks that run Supreme Verdict, I don't think, but I really do like the Buy a Box promo art, so that's something that's been on my wish list for a while. So I contemplated for a while on which Restoration Angel art I liked, and I realized that I think I just like the regular art, so I think I just want that one in foil, I think. Like, I like the other one, it's like the Launch Day promo art too. I like it, and I think it's pretty, but I think I just like the regular art so much better, so. Okay. Then we have a card that I think I I think I may have lied when I said Ugin the Spirit Dragon was one of the cards that I wanted for the longest on this list. I think it's probably been a Craterhoof Behemoth, guys. I desperately really need one for another deck that I'm going to talk about, but I really need one for Rune as well because it works so well in Rune. Just flick, like, this is just such a game winner in Rune, basically. It's really, really good, so I do want that card. And then we have the Glenalendra foil. I really like the art that I'm showing you on here. I think there's this one is the Modern Masters, and I think it's like Eventide. I don't like the newer art at all, and I know it's like much cheaper, and normally I'm someone like who doesn't really like, I don't want to say I don't care, but like if it's like, I don't know, I'm very specific about this one in particular. I don't like the new art at all. I think it looks not good, but I really like this old art, and I really want that card in foil. I just need that card in general, and it's just expensive. I really do need that card for Rune, though. It's so good. Like, being able to flicker that just seems, like, really busted, but that is it for Rune. Now we get into Angels. Okay. So, basically, I just need a bunch of foil Angels because, you know, the first is Karmic Guide, the Judge promo. Is so divine, like so exquisite. I don't think I mentioned that I need it in Rune because I think I have one, but I do want one for Rune as well. It's just so pretty. I just really like it. Then we have Lyra, the pre-release foil. So I've said this multiple times, but my favorite version of foil is if there's a time-stamped versus a pack foil. I like the time-stamped better. That's like my favorite version of any card, that or potentially like a full art. It just depends on the art. But I really want the pre-release foil for this card. It's really, really pretty. That art also is one of my favorite arts of all time, by the way, that Lyra. That's Chris Rand too. I love that art so much. And then also Linvala foil. So pretty. I just think like foil angels are probably the best. And then Angel of Jubilation. This is one of my favorite cards of all time, and it's one of my favorite arts. I really like it, and I want it in foil. And then in Archangel of Thune, this card has just always been like really expensive in foil, so that's why it's just never happened. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about ladies. So for my Sliver Queen deck, I really, really want to get another Demonic Tutor, and the thing is my favorite art is the one that is featured on the screen. It is the dual deck one with Liliana on it, and it also works best because Liliana's on it. It's a lady deck, and I have a Demonic Tutor. It's in Tasigur, and I really, really should have bought the card when it was like $20, and it jumped to like $40. It's like $45 right now, which is really expensive, especially considering I could get another one that is, I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but the new one that came out in, I think, Eternal Masters or Ultimate Masters, I'm pretty sure. It's so much cheaper, but I love this art so much that I would be willing to pay if I were to get another one. It's ridiculous though that it's $45, and I could have bought it back when it was $20, and I'm regretting not doing it. And I thought with it being reprinted, the price would drop, but it hasn't. I just want them to reprint it with this art. It's just so pretty. I guess maybe it was like exclusive for the dual deck promo, maybe. Okay. Then I want to get Splinter Twin in foil, and it's ridiculously like expensive for it being a foil. Like, I can't remember off the top of my head. I like looked them up before I filmed this a little bit ago, but it's like the regular card is like $4 and the foil is like $15 or something insane like that. So it's like insane. And again, this is just like magical Christmas land. I would love to have Splinter Twin because it's like the infinite combo in the deck, and it's good, and I like it. Do I need it? No, but you know. Okay. Thalia, Garden of Thraben. The one that I'm showing you is the promo, and it is divine. Like, exquisite, amazing. I want it. It's pretty. Need I say more? I don't think so. Okay. Captain Sissy. So, here's my thing is, I really want this card. However, I don't want the From the Vault Legends, because I don't like the From the Vault foiling. However, the Invasions has the border that I don't like, and that is my ultimate issue, is I want not From the Vault foiling, but with the border. Like, I don't like the old school borders, and also the Invasions promo foil is like $95, which is just absurd. You know? It's just insane, but you know. That's kind of like my dilemma with the card. I hope they reprint that card with the new border foil. That'd be like really exciting. I could see that being reprinted in like something in the future. Captain Sis is a really good card. Okay, now we're moving on to Omnath. So I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to go over it briefly, I'm not going to go over it more, but the doubling season, I already have one, but I like this art a lot better, the Battle Bond one, so I do want that. Okay, a card that I've had on my wishlist for a while is the Valakut, the launch day promo. I really, really like this. Like I said, I love time-stamped stuff, and I've had this card for a while because it works so well on Omnath, but then I was like, I'd really love, like, the time-stamped, you know. Okay, then this is a card that I don't think I knew about for a while until someone mentioned it at one point, the Cultivate FNM promo. This is like one of those cards that I feel like no one really knows about, or not a lot of people know about. I didn't know about it for a while, and someone pointed out to me once, and I was like, this is so pretty. I love it. I love the color tones in this art. I think it's really pretty. And then, okay, when I mentioned earlier about Craterhoof Behemoth, this deck, I've wanted a Craterhoof Behemoth for so long. It's like been on my wish list for like ever. I really, really need to get one for Omnath. It's like insane. I really just need to buy it. But it's like foil, it's like $40, which is insane. So yeah. Okay, Azusa Lost But Seeking. I really like both arts, but they have a judge promo of the new art, which I like the new art better. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. My camera died, and then I made dinner, so I'm sorry. The last card for Omnath, and I'm pretty sure this is where I left off, is an Oracle of Moldiah foil. Now, I own one. It's in Tasigur, and I really need a second one, and I realized, like, it probably kind of works better in Omnath, but I just don't have a second one, and it's a very, very expensive foil. It's like one of those cards that it's, you know, it's like 20 bucks regular, and then the foil's like $80, and it's like, oh, well, that's cool. This is a card that I think if it gets a reprint, the price will definitely drop, so yeah. Alright, the last deck, and I kind of saved the best for last, my Tasigur deck. Tasigur means a lot to me. I have a lot of foil cards in the deck already, and these are just cards to kind of like bump it up. And the first card, and it's kind of funny that before when I was filming like the first part of this video, Paul was talking to the solar panel guy for 2.5 hours. And I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to say the story with him in the next door room, so hopefully he doesn't listen to me. But Paul took my Damnation put it in one of his decks. And now I don't have a Damnation, which is ridiculous that I'm being dramatic about it, because I definitely have cards of his that are way more expensive, like a Misty Rainforest that I put in a deck. So it's ridiculous that I'm like being annoying, like he's laughing, I can hear it, like that I should just buy one, but I really want the Judge promo one. I actually don't like the full art one, which normally the full arts are like my favorite, but I don't like the full art. I don't like the full art one. For some reason, I just like don't like the art, but I really like the regular, and I want the Judge promo. Okay, so then I didn't actually know that this was a thing. So like I said, my time-stamped is my favorite. I want to dig through time-stamped. It's really not that expensive. It's only like $6 for the time-stamped, so I just really want one. That's my story. Okay, this next card I thought was funny, so I wanted to actually mention this card, even though it's 50 cents and you guys are probably gonna laugh. I want a Treasure Cruise foil, and it's really funny, and the card, I'm just going to tell you right now, the one from Ultimate Masters is 50 cents foil. Now, before, when I was devising this list, or like thinking in my head, like, I really want a foil Treasure Cruise, the card was much more expensive. At least I thought it was more expensive. It like was like $10 or something like that, and then they reprinted it in Ultimate Masters, and like Ultimate Masters, I guess, is just really heavily opened, which makes sense. So there's like a million foil Treasure Cruises floating around. I really want one for Tasigur. So basically this is a card that the next time I order Magic cards, I will get one, because it's cents. I really need it. It's really pretty. Okay, then we have a Plague Crafter foil. Now, one of my friend Steven has a Marin deck, and he put Plague Crafter in there, and we were like talking about the deck or something, and then I was like, whoa, like, you know, cards that you just forget about, and then he like played it, and then I was like, oh, that card's really good. He's like, yeah, you should put it in Tasigur, and I was like, good point. So that's a card that I've been wanting for a while, just to like get. I don't know what I'd take out, because I was looking today at what to take out of Tasigur, and it's real hard, because like I love everything in there, and it's really hard to figure out cards to take out, but yeah. Okay, and then Beseech the Queen foil. I know I think there's a From the Vault foil too, but I don't like the From the Vaulting. I don't like the foiling of From the Vault. But, funny story, I actually have a Beseech the Queen, and it's in Japanese, and it's in my Sliver Queen deck, but I don't have an extra one, and I was like, whoa, and the card is, like, a $5 card, which, you know, it's not, I don't know, some people, they think that's cheap, but I was like, whoa, like, I didn't know that card was so expensive. I don't even know where I got mine from. Like, I have a Japanese one randomly, like, I don't even know where it's from. But anyways, I was like, wow, and all this time, I've never had one in Tassiger. Like, I have all these other tutors that are way more expensive than that card, and I just never had an extra one, so I was like, oh, I should probably get a Beseech the Queen, and I want one foil, because I'm extra. And I really like the art on Beseech the Queen, it's really pretty. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. This is a newer card, actually, and I kind of just want to wait until the price drops because the set just came out, and I have a feeling the foil will drop, and that is Frilled Mystic. As soon as I saw this card, I knew immediately it was going in Tassiger because I already have Mystic Snake, and I have that foil, and I was like, I'm definitely going to get a Frilled Mystic in foil. It's just, right now, it's like $5 for the foil, which just seems insane. Like, I know when the price is just going to drop when more people open the set, basically. It's also new. Prices are just jank when the set comes out. I would like, I'm very skeptical of buying cards right away when set comes out. I just think that the price is just ridiculous. So that's why, like, I didn't run out and buy a Zagana right away, because I, like, feel like the one that I want, the price is just gonna drop. I was like, I saw no point in, like, ordering it. There's, like, exceptions, of course, definitely, but that was, like, one card I was like, I cannot justify getting this. Anyways, so, anyways, I really want this card. It's really, really good. I thought having, like, another additional counterspell would be super good in the deck, and this card is just really, really sweet. And I like it. It's a creature I can easily recur with a lot of things, and it's good. I'd like to have now an additional counterspell in the deck. I think it'd be really good. And the last card of this video is the Ponder, the Magic Player Rewards. I actually have a Lorwyn art Ponder, which is probably my favorite Ponder art. I know it sounds weird, like, why do you want the player's reward? This one's really pretty too. I do really enjoy this art. I think if they did the Lorwyn art full art, I would like die and buy like 12 because it's so pretty. I love it's the Mark Tendon art, and I remember because I got that card signed when I went to Vegas, and I love it so much. It's so pretty. So I'm kind of at a toss-up if I want. That was from Lorwyn. I can't remember off the top of my head if that one comes in foil, because if so, I'd probably want the foil, but I don't know. The Player's Reward one is still really pretty. I do really like them. And I'm also really bummed about, this is like a total side note, but as I was writing this list and I was realizing that they don't do Player's Rewards anymore, I think it'd just be really sweet to, like, I don't know, like, let me know if you guys would be interested in me, like, doing a video, kind of like a rant, I would say, about just, like, how I want nice things and how I feel like those, like, products, like, don't exist anymore, and it really bums me out. And that's a side note, but let me know if you guys would be interested in a video just kind of like talking about how I think Wizards of the Coast should do their cool products like that, like more unique products is basically what I'm really getting at, like those types of exclusive arts and things like that. So I think that'd be an interesting video to kind of like do. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I feel like I sounded really like Veruca Salt in this video. I want this, and I want this, and Daddy, I want it now. Fun fact of the day, I can do a really solid Veruca Salt impression. Anyways, let me know what cards are on your Magic wish list. I would really love to know, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.